Let's look at the basic idea of fractions. Fractions are languages, guys. Like how 4, it talks about 4 things, right? Fraction 2 is a language. It's a numerical language that describes, this is quite important, actually very important, describes the part of a whole. This describes the part of a whole. What does it mean? Well, this is a whole. Say this can be anything. This can be a piece of cake. And you guys have to share it. And we happen to get this much of cake. You happen to get this much of the cake. So this is the entire thing. This is the whole from here till here. But you got to eat part of it. So when we have to talk about this part per se, we use fractions. That's the whole idea. Fractions are part of a whole. For example, 1 by 3. It talks about 1/3 of a whole. That is, okay, let me not go to that. But yeah, this is an example of a fraction. So more than anything else, you just have to know this. Fractions are part of a whole. As simple as that. This is good enough. Now, next key thing that you guys need to know is parts of fractions. Fraction has 2 main parts. One is a numerator, another is a denominator. For example, if I write say 3 by 4. So there's a line that I have written over here. There's a number and there's another number. The number on the top is known as numerator. Number on the bottom is known as denominator. Numerator is the top number. It tells how many parts you have or are considering from the whole. While the denominator, it talks about, it indicates the total number of equal parts into which the whole has been divided. This I have to explain. So there are many ways to explain this. I think I'll start off with this. Say this is a whole. This is one single thing. Say a cake. I'm dividing this cake into 2 equal parts like this. These are 2 equal, right? They are equal and there are 2 of it. If someone offers me one piece of the 2, then we are said to have 1 by 2 part of the cake. Next, one more scenario. The same whole thing, but now we are dividing into 3 parts. Can you see that? We have divided it into 3 parts. And if someone offers 2 of the 3 parts, we'll represent it as, can you guess? 2 by 3. I think I have one more example. Yeah, again, we're taking the entire thing, but here in this case, we are divided into 4 equal parts. And out of this 4, we will get 3. And so we said to have how much? Correct, 3 by 4. So let me go step by step. Let me consider this. See, first thing is we have the entire thing. Let me actually do it properly. So this is a whole. And of course, we can't have this entire thing for ourselves because we have more people and we have to divide it equally. So what do you do? First is we will divide it. Say we divided this. We made it into equal parts. So this is equal parts. So each of this is part of the entire thing. So there are parts and all of this are equal. And now we will select and give. Say it's my birthday and I want to eat the majority of the cake. So I don't want to give my brother or sister. So I just want to eat majority of the cake. So I happen to get 3 part of the entire thing. So there are 4 parts. I got to select. I got 3 parts. So how do I communicate this? I have 4 parts, right? Remember, denominator represents, it indicates the total number of equal parts. So how many are there? There are 4 equal parts. There are 4 equal parts, right? This gives us the denominator. And how many we got? 3. We got 3. We got 3 parts. And so the fraction is, therefore the fraction is 3 by 4. Right? So this indicates there are 4 parts, and out of which we got 3. Say I have, okay, actually I have one more way. I have, say, 5 or 5 parts, right? These are 5 equal parts. This I can close. Say this is 5 parts. But if I happen to select, okay, 1, oh, I can't do that. If I happen to select 1, 2, right? This is example 2. Let me erase that. Yeah. If I happen to select 2, right, out of 5, this fraction will be what? 2 by 5. This indicates 5 parts, and I selected 2 out of 5 parts, right? So that's the basic idea of fraction. And one key note here is fraction represents equal parts. When I tell 2 by 5, there are 5 equal parts, out of which 2 has been chosen. They're not unequal, they are always equal. Fractions are never about unequal parts, they always represent equal division of a whole. Remember that. So you can get it as MCQs. Yes. Fraction is a language. It represents part of a whole. Fractions have 2 main things. One is a numerator and another is a denominator. The denominator indicates how many equal parts the whole has been divided to. That's the very first thing. Before giving any part of the entirety, you need to divide. So when you divide, only then you will be able to distribute it. That's common sense. So denominator indicates how many parts it's been divided to. Numerator indicates how many parts we got. So we discussed few example. This is one example. So this is in continuation actually. This is example 1. So 3 by 4 is this sequence. We had a whole, we divided it into 4 equal parts and we got 3 out of it. And the second example is this. And there's a small note. So this note has to do with the fact that we always talk about equal parts when we talk about fraction. Okay guys. Yeah, this is a good start. Please pause, write everything. Nothing should be missed.